Hello, my name is Darren Dazan, and this is a designer luxury industry profile and 5-year forecasting. So this is the luxury fashion industry, and it operates at the premium end of the global apparel and accessory markets. And unlike commercial fashion, its value comes from brand storytelling and heritage rather than cost efficiency. The major conglomerates like LVMH and Kering dominate through their powerful brand identities and global cult followings. Its consumer bases span through North America, Europe, and now Asia that has a rapidly growing market. So the demand comes from the elite consumers that seek luxury staples. Post-pandemic recovery shows strong rightward demand shifts as high net worth individuals started to continue spending after saving money for so long. In particular, the Asian markets demonstrated an exceptional growth in comparison to the other three sectors. Although on the other hand, the supply remains quite constrained because of limited production, which is what brands create with exclusivity and their pricing power. They need skilled artisan laborers in France, Italy, Spain, and a lot of the major manufacturing places and countries, which creates capacity constraints and inelastic supply conditions. So to demonstrate price elasticity, I use two bags from varying ends of the luxury spectrum because the price elasticity in luxury fashion can be brand specific. Ultra luxury brands like Chanel have inelastic demand. The classic flat bag increased over 300% in price increases since 2010, but it still had sustained demand. The high net worth consumers of Chanel are very loyal to the brand, so they stay price insensitive because of the status that comes with carrying their pieces. On the other hand, more approachable luxury brands like Coach have elastic demand because their brand targets price conscious and more upper middle class consumers with lower price points. So luxury production costs remain elevated because of the specialized labor requirements that it takes to create their pieces. They need skilled artisans, designers, marketing managers, and merchandisers, and all of these together create high labor expenses. Their physical capital as well includes all of their retail locations in all of the big fashion capitals and the specialized manufacturing equipment in these facilities. So these create really big barriers to entry. Now, the luxury fashion industry exhibits clear oligopolistic market structure. LVMH commands over 20% of that market share, followed by Kering that has 12%, Chanel at 8%, and the rest of the corporations owning the rest of that 60%. The firms demonstrate sustained profitability and strategic pricing power and strong brand identities, and the high barriers that I had mentioned earlier prevent any new entrants from coming in within the field. Now we get to our 5-year forecast. Now this projects moderate yet stable growth, driven mainly because of the expanding Asian markets and the sustained pricing power amongst the ultra-luxury brands. However, macroeconomic risks and potential brand sensitivity because of these excessive price increases, they do warrant caution. The industry earns, in my opinion, a B investment rating, because it has strong consumer demand and profitability, but it is constrained by how much it takes to put inside of these brands and its high cost structure. So to conclude, the luxury fashion industry demonstrates pretty good microeconomic principles in action. The sector remains pretty resilient despite global uncertainty, with the leading luxury brands maintaining pricing power and sustained profitability, mostly due to that expansion in the Asian market and technological advancements. Although the high cost model and the specialized labor it takes inhibit the brand from expanding broader. Therefore, I gave this industry a B investment rating, which it is attractive for long-term positioning, but it is pretty limited because of its structural constraints. So these are my references. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I was able to give solid information on the luxury fashion industry, the market, and where it plans to go in the future.